Hi, welcome back to the course. In this video, we are going to add a few dependencies to our application to connect to this MySQL database, and also we are going to configure the data source in our Java application. Let's begin. So let's go to the STS and we are going to add the two dependencies. One is the MySQL connector to connect to the MySQL database, and the other dependency is the data JPA. So the data JPA is nothing but the Java Persistence API, which is an specification, and the default implementation for that is the Hibernate. So the JPA will help us to connect to the MySQL database, and it is an ORM framework. So without writing SQL queries, we can use the Java objects to persist the data to the database. So that is really helpful, because in our traditional applications we used to write the SQL queries, the long SQL queries, but now using these ORM frameworks we don't need to write those SQL queries. We can use the plain Java objects to persist and read the data to the database. We will talk about the JPA and the Hibernate, everything in this course, but for now let's go ahead and add the two dependencies to our application and configure the data source. So in order to add the dependencies, I'll just go to the Spring Initializer and I'll quickly add the two dependencies, which is MySQL driver and the JPA dependency. So click on the Explore and go ahead and take these two dependencies. Let's go back to the STS. Open the pom.xml. Let's add these two dependencies and format this, Ctrl+Shift+F, and let's save this. So this will download all the dependencies that are related to JPA and MySQL connector. Okay, so now let's go to the application.properties. We need to configure the data source. So let's add the properties, which is spring.datasource.url and the MySQL driver URL, which is jdbc:/mysql:// localhost:3306, which is the default port, / the database name. In my case it's MyDB. Make sure to change the database name according to your database name. Next we are going to specify the database username and password. spring.datasource.user.name, or I think it's username, and the username it's scbhushan05. Next we are going to specify the password. spring.datasource.password scbhushan05. Make sure to change the username and password as per your MySQL database installation. With all this, let's save this. So now our application will restart, and now we have connected to the MySQL database. Okay, in the next video we are going to create an entity class and we are going to map the Java object to the database table. That is coming up in the next video. I will see you in the next video.